I've heard it said that it's more important to love than to be loved. And I can see why this would be said. Not least because going around endeavoring to be loved is far less effective, even in its own cause, than going around endeavoring to love. The results on every level of mental, emotional, and social health are much greater when living that strategy. Nevertheless, there is something irreplicable about the effect of being loved. One is not a substitute for the other. And going around being loving will not satisfy certain aspects of the fulfillment of our natural and healthy psyche. Not that I am advocating going around attempting to get others to love us. It's a losing battle when approached that way. I think most people realize that. What I am speaking of is the importance of being lovable. This is an idea that I owe to Stephen Cowan, Taoist pediatrician and sage, because being loved, like actually being loved, is not the same as being lovable. In other words, am I letting it in? Are you letting it in? Even if it's just a smile, even if it's just a moment with a friend where they say, thank you. Even if it's actually sunlight landing on your skin. Are you lovable? Are you reachable by love? Now there's two different but not very different aspects of being loved. One is the aspect of the love that is straight from the divine, or from the universal Shen if you prefer. The love that is the blood and the light that is the foundation of the circulatory system of all sentient beings. That we need the same way that we need blood pumping through our hearts. The willingness to receive love on that level is the best anti-anxiety medication on the market. And given the amount of free-floating fire social anxiety that is prevalent in our world today, I think a lot of us have gone off our meds as far as remembering the very basics of how to open to being loved. That's very important for addressing, for healing, for resolving the free-floating anxiety that I believe most of us are in these days. And the opening up to being loved is like a homecoming to why I'm even still here in the first place. But that's just part one. The other part is opening to the love of individual living beings, which is that universal love that we absolutely need for that free-floating existential anxiety. But it's flavored by the particularity of other beings. And when that love comes to us flavored by the particularity of other beings, as we take in the love, we are also taking in that very particular human flavoring, the qualities of that being. This is profoundly and necessarily alchemical. The love that comes to us from others, with its universal blessing and its individual qualities, if we actually allow it to reach us, we are changed in ways that we cannot change ourselves. There are wounds that do not heal in isolation, and we may have gotten used to isolation. We may have gotten so used to isolation that even when we're not in isolation, we're in isolation. We are not allowing ourselves to open enough to be genuinely reached, alchemized, metamorphosed, healed in ways that no amount of working on ourselves by ourselves is capable of effecting. There has been a solitude on the inside, which in essence has been a starvation of the alchemy that we all need to heal in the deepest and most intimate places. We need to let in love, and I hate to say it, but we need to let in human love for the ways in which it is not generic, for the ways in which it is treacherous because of how uniquely and perhaps bizarrely constituted that love may be. And because it is those very idiosyncratic eccentricities of love and being loved that reach into us and stir the depths. This doesn't happen by just being with other humans. Just rubbing up against other humans in the rock tumbler of life. Yeah. That has rock tumbler effect. And rock tumbler effect, it polishes off some of our rough places on the outside. That rock tumbler effect is important for polishing our exterior, for the alchemy of the exterior. But love, fire, warmth, the tenderness of intimacy is what allows alchemy to our innermost interior. There are ways in which we open to love that we open to nothing but love. And that is by design. Flowers open when it's warm. They show their hearts and they show their true faces when it's warm and when they trust that warmth. And it won't stay warm forever. But when it's warm enough, they go, yes, I will take my chance. I will take my chance to open. Not forever, but for right now, in this moment when I could allow you to reach me, stir me, touch the places I have not been able to heal on my own. And not because you're trying to be my healer. Not because we even talk about what's bothering me. Because you love me uniquely, with your qualities, in recognition of mine. And I let that in. Take your chance this summer.